All right, here we go. NBA parlay of the day. We open up the week, right? We take Sunday off. That's fine. It's a 6-day-a-week venture here. So let us put together a 3-leg winning parlay, shall we? Right? Last time we spoke was Saturday. That's fine. Now we have some interesting action on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So let us look at the wide range of value that I think is there. Before we do that, can I just ask a couple of things, right? You hit the thumbs up button, that you subscribe, that you're part of what we're doing here. 50 plus. I don't mean 50 like 50. I mean 50K plus. So thank you. There's somebody out there is day one. Somebody out there is number one. So we thank you all, no matter what number you are as far as the sub count is. We just appreciate that this thing continues to grow as it does. Let's hit the DraftKings. Look, that $5 into $200 is still available. I know I'm going to put it on. Hey, you missed it. You missed it. That's fine. Don't. No, you didn't miss it. It's still around. We're going to start with the Pacers. And the big thing is the big guy behind me, we have no idea what's going on. We simply have zero idea. If I have to stop and take a swig, that's only because my voice is shot. But look, the Bucks are certainly struggling right now without Giannis out there. And the Pacers are struggling without Tyrese Halliburton, as they would without their leading scorer, without the NBA leader in assists per game. Like, all of that would make sense. But you start to look at, and this is what we're going to focus on as far as a bigger theme. It's going to pop up again with as big of a spread here tonight. But early on, I want to get your action in early here, or at least one game early. And I think the Pacers, even though it's on the road, the Pacers still can get some points up and they can still score. And I'm not really struggling right now to come with many, what would you say, reasons or end justifications for how the Milwaukee Bucks all of a sudden are going to blow a team out without Giannis. Now, this is built in with the Pacers are suffering much more, are way worse off right now without their guy than the Bucks are without their guy. And I don't necessarily know about that long term. And it's not just the back-to-back losses to the Heat. Don't get me wrong. The Pacers are struggling too. Pacers are having some problems as well here. So I'm looking at this as just a larger spread from 7 to now 10. We're covered in blowout range. And I also don't think that the Milwaukee Bucks have enough to sustain that level of blowout unless they keep it super low scoring. And even without Halliburton, that's going to be a challenge in its own right. So I'm good here. We open up with the Indiana Pacers on the road and a big number. I understand. But we open up with the Pacers plus 10.5. All right, let me turn 5 into $200. You're going to bet on Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott, but you don't even need to win. None of that even needs to happen. All you need to do is just take 90 seconds out of your life and sign up. That's all. Sign up on DraftKings below. Once you're signed up, you link an account, you deposit $5. Yes, this is all part of that 90-second process. From there, what are you going to do? Put that $5 immediately. That's all, just $5 immediately on the Bucks. Who cares what happens? Who cares if they win? Who cares if they lose? The bet does not even need to hit. The game doesn't even need to start. As soon as you place the wager, $200 right back into your account. So that's the key element in this, right? We always try to find out that number one thing to take away from a game or a side or a total. How about this offer? You don't even need a game to start. Forget win or lose the ticket. You don't even need the game to start. You can bet on something Saturday, January 21st if you want. You want to take the Jags with your $5 wager? So long as it's your first wager and it's $5, it's going to put $200 right back into your account. All right? There we go. I just, come on, folks. This is easy stuff. Look, we're going to do the same thing with the Suns right now. The Suns, though, are a little ahead of where the Pacers are in trying to figure out life without stardom. This is also, and I get it, like, oh, the Grizzlies, they won 9 straight. Oh, break them up. Oh, the Grizzlies. Break them up. Okay, but hold on a second. 9 straight wins against a team now in Phoenix whose big moment of positivity tonight is most likely starting and ending with the return of Landry Shamet. And that's no knock on Landry Shamet. I mean, anybody returning to this lineup helps, but it's not Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton coming back as a contingent. This is still a Suns team that is struggling. And they are, much like in the Pacers spot, able to take advantage of some rare circumstance here where teams like the Grizzlies. And look, the Bucks, not healthy. I think with Giannis, it's easier for them to blow out the Pacers. But the Grizzlies could be sitting guys tonight. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you sit, especially if this is a sit opportunity based on schedule? Oh, because you're at home? Bullshit. That stuff doesn't hold up anywhere near as much as it did when this was initially a problem. When the old school heads had a problem with guys sitting and they wanted answers, and it was like, well, at least it's on the road. No. Now it's like guys are sitting any and every night. Doesn't matter. So that's not the case. Phoenix is so bad. They're so down. Treat this like a night off, or simply treat this like a 20, 25-minute night, a quasi-sit. And you're still good enough to beat Phoenix by 7, 8, maybe even 10 points. But we're covered in blowout mode, I think, here to an extent. Nothing is foolproof by any means, but I like both of these teams super bought low right now in circumstances and specific circumstances that I think you can jump on, because Memphis could be sitting. Giannis, we already know, in question, and it's just easier to limit minutes for favorites in these two games, and that's why I would hold on here to the Suns and the Pacers at 10.5, and 10.5 is as low as I'd go. We'll talk about this a lot in the Discord. I'll get to that. Last plays under 233.5 for the total here. That's closed. When it opens back up, we're fine. The parlay is going to be there. Don't worry. But I have no idea why this is closed. It's 233.5. It's probably dipping, but even if it goes up, we're even in better shape. I just want to continue to highlight this. I'll go in. I'll find the total for you. It's a pain in the ass, but such is life on my internet. So 234.5, even better. All right. I knew there was an issue there. Don't worry about the Bucks. We already gave you that. The final play is under 234.5. That's all. And there's your parlay at plus 595. Hey, LeBron James, he's not going to get 300 points and 398 overnight. This is not going to happen tonight. But this team will start to become tighter and tighter as LeBron gets closer and closer. Houston, we talked about them on Saturday, I believe. They no longer provide that easy comfort of, well, don't worry. You're still going to be okay here with the Rockets scoring points. That's not the case. They're not scoring points. They're struggling to score points. They're super top heavy. Jalen, a couple of other guys, but it's not, besides Green and Porter Smith Jr., you're not relying on enough. So this game has a tight Lakers squad versus a Houston team that is struggling mightily to put together back-to-back performances of scoring points, not in back-to-back nights, but just consistent scoring. So I don't like either team here to put on a bunch of shit. By the way, the Lakers coming off a tight loss last night, Joel Embiid on Sunday night with a game winner in LA. So Lakers win the game. I like them somewhat with that spread, but I think the better play here would just to go under 234.5, knowing it's going to be tougher for the Lakers on the back-to-back. Also, as they get tighter with LeBron chasing Kareem. On top of that, the Rockets are just not a team that you want to count on. Plus 595 is the parlay. I mentioned the Discord. Here it is. ES Insider, first week's free. First week's free, folks. ES Insider, first week is free. And this was from yesterday, Sunday, which completed Saturday. Hey, man, 49ers, Jags, we teased, we parlayed, we came and we did it all. Our prime time, it's all there for you, all right? It's all there for you. And on your way out, why don't you take a look at this one more time, because there's even a QR code. This is how much we take care of you. Thank you. Thank you.